So let me share with you a story that was given to me last Friday night. This lady's husband's name is Ray. When I use the word Ray, I am speaking of her husband. She said, last year, Ray said to me, it's going to cost $1,000 to put on a roof, a new roof. We need the roof. It'll cost $1,000. She didn't say they could not afford it. He just said, I saw the new roof. Right then and there, I saw the new roof. Then she said, I was working at my sewing machine. It's an old one, but it was adequate. It did the job. But I would like a new one, she said. And so I imagined a new one. There was the old one, but I imagined the new one. Then I was putting away my tape recorder, and I felt how heavy this thing is. I would like a new, lightweight one. I put the old one away, the heavy one, but I thought I would like a new one that is light of weight. So I put away the new one that was light of weight. Then she said, Ray said to me, my new shoes hurt. He just bought them and they were hurting. But I wanted him to have shoes that did not hurt. That in my imagination. All this was last year. Then came the turn of the calendar year, and we had a robbery. No, they didn't steal the roof, but they took the other movable objects. And this past week I got a settlement from the insurance company, pardon me, for $2,050 I now have my nice new sewing machine. I have my nice lightweight tape recording. Ray's shoes do not hurt. And there is money for the roof and much, much, much left over. Now, who instigated the robbery? Now on Friday you will hear, if you go to service, there are 7 words on the cross. 3 taken from Luke, 3 from John, and 1 from Matthew and Mark. The same one from Matthew and Mark, which is the 4th one. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? That's the one taken from these 2 Gospels. But the first one used on the cross is from Luke. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Everything is moving under compulsion. No one sees the invisible causation. No one sees the invisible imaginal acts that is putting pressure upon everyone who is bent in a certain direction to perform the needed act to produce the imaginal act that is completely unseen by the world. Here, every natural act, natural effect, has a spiritual cause and not a natural. A natural cause only seems. It is a delusion of the fading vegetable memory. Now in her letter to me she said, these things I remember. They were all last year, but I remember them. In her case, she is blessed that she can remember when Ray said to her, it's going to cost $1,000 to put on the new roof, and I saw the new roof. Even at the moment, maybe we thought we could not now afford the new roof. When I used my sewing machine, It was adequate, it was good, it did the job, but I would like a new one, and I saw a new one. And when I put away my tape recording, it's all right, it was adequate, but it was heavy when I put it away. I thought, I've seen all these nice, new, lightweight ones, and I would like a nice, lightweight one, good one. Now she said, I have all of them. I have my nice, new, lightweight, my new machine, raised shoes that do not hurt, and the roof will be a new one. The money is there, and much left over. So the first cry on the cross, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. They're all asleep, moving under compulsion. And men and women, unwittingly, most of them, some wittingly, are setting the whole thing in motion. And they're simply moved. So someone given to the feeling of getting something for nothing, so he takes the tape recorder. If he sells it for anything, that's profit. It costs him nothing. No matter what it cost her, whatever he could get for it, that was sheer profit. If he goes out and he finds something that he stole for $100, and he could move it quickly for $15, and one gets a bargain, he made $15. It cost him nothing. His investment was nothing. And there are those in the world who think that way. They're all passing through the furnaces. So the first word on the cross, a word on the cross does not mean a single word. It's a completed thought. So the shortest word is, I thirst. But there are two words. Then the next one from John is, it is finished. The three words. All right. Still, it is one word when you take the 7 words. So the first word is from Luke. Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. And then comes Luke's second. Then comes John's first. Then comes Matthew and Mark. And then comes 2 from John. And then Luke completes it. Father, into thy hands I commit my spirit. But when he said, and this little punctuation mark has been pushed around in the second word on the cross, which is from Luke, and the thief turns to him and asks him to have mercy on him. And he said, behold, I say unto you, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. Well, you could alter the punctuation mark and put the comma after today. But no, leave it just as it is. Behold, I say unto you, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. This is now resurrection. And when I am lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. For all things are in my own wonderful human imagination. And I am all imagination. So when I am lifted up, I draw all. At the very moment, I draw them all with me. But they individually must have the experience that I have had. But they are already redeemed because I took them up with me. Because all things exist in the human imagination. And anyone who is resurrected, well, he can't be resurrected and leave behind him any part of himself. So the whole vast world is raised up with him. I am telling you from experience, the heavenly chorus sing when this thing took place. They sing the fall, actual fall into division, and the resurrection into unity. They sing it out. And then the regeneration through resurrection from the dead. They actually sing it out. And the word, it is finished, I heard it, but I didn't sing it. The heavenly chorus sang it. When I walked by and everyone was made perfect, as I was perfect. And then at the very end, the chorus sang out, "It is finished." That was the 6th word on the cross. And the last one is when this garment comes off. And that is the 31st Psalm, the 5th verse. "Into thy hands I commit my spirit." Complete the verse, "Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God." That was the promise at the beginning. I would fall into division and become fragmented, dwelling in awe that not a thing in this world could be apart from me. Because how could I be apart from something that I'm going to influence? Because all things by a law divine in one another's being mingled. If I'm not penetrating you now, I couldn't see you. You couldn't hear me if I did not penetrate you and you penetrate me. So all things by a law divine in one another's being mingled. So when I am lifted up, I take with me my entire universe, my whole vast world, knowing that every one that is now shadowed in that world will have a repetition of the same experiences. For one fell into division and then resurrected into unity, bringing all back together into the one. So in her case, I can't tell you how thankful I am that she shared it with me. That she could now actually feel that the robbery, which seemed at the moment of a shock, she lost a tape recorder, she lost this, all the movable objects. And then came the settlement from the insurance company for $2,050 odd, which replaced these with the new ones, all the light ones, and enough to put on the roof, and then still left over. So Father, forgive them. Yes, the thieves of thieves, it's yourself pushed out anyway.